A very good Erev Shabbos Kodesh Parshas korach. Pleased that you can join us, members of the Sheffield Jewish community and anyone beyond. Shabbos this week starts at 8 o'clock, and the Shabbos terminates on Saturday evening at 11:01. This evening's service is at 6:30. The Chodoidi, for which we are joined by Jonathan Arkush, former president of the Board of Deputies, who will be leading the service. So we're very happy and very honoured that he's prepared to do so. The chapter of Pirkei Avos of Ethics of the Father that we study tomorrow should be chapter 4. The Parshas korach, an interesting Sedra. Korach was the cousin of Moshe. His father, Moses' father, were brothers. His father was the second brother. Moses' father was the first brother. At some point, Moses took the position of the leader, and Aaron, his brother, was given the position of high priest. The place of the Nossi, the prince of the tribe, the representative of the tribe, that was given to the son of the fourth brother. So Korach was a bit put out. He says, I'm the son of the second brother, and he's the son of the fourth brother. I should come first. And that started things off on a bad direction. And eventually Korach came to the conclusion that who's Moses to offer these things in the first place? Who is he to say who should become this person, that position, and so on? So he got upset. And when people get upset about things, they lose their sense of judgment, and began to challenge Moshe. He says, what do you mean? Everybody's holy here. Why do you make yourself holier than anybody else? Of course, the answer to that is, Moses, I didn't. God said that you're supposed to be. I'm supposed to be what I am. I'm quite happy to give up the job, but that's what I've been told to be. So he began a whole fight with Moses, and then he said, you know what? I want to be the high priest. So Moses says, okay, we have a test, a very simple test. Offering up of the incense. Only the high priest can do it. So if you're the right man, you will do it and nothing will happen to you. But if you're not the right man, then the same thing has happened to Aaron's own two sons who offered it up in an inappropriate time. It will cause instant death. Korach, not only did he challenge Moses' statement in the first place, he also involved some 250 other members of the tribe of Reuven, Dasan and Aviram, who were troublemakers since the days of Egypt, Ein ben Peles, who interestingly got rescued by his wife. She stopped him getting involved in politics, and that saved his life. And they all challenged Moshe. And so they came to the holy temple, the tabernacle as it was in the desert. They stood before the Almighty, and Moses warned them at the last minute. He says, listen, if you carry on living life to usual and you make it to the pension years, fine. But if the earth will open up and swallow you alive, then you'll know that I'm the one, I've been sent by the Almighty, and it is his wish. They ignored him. No sooner had Moses finished than the ground slowly began to crack open underneath, and Korach, his family, all his possessions, all the 250 people were all swallowed up the 250 died by the offering up of the incense. But Korach and all his merry men were swallowed up in the ground. His children did teshuvah, repentance at the last minute, and they were saved. A ledge jutted out, and saved them from descending into the abyss. Korach went down to the fires of purgatory, whatever that means. It must have been very hot there, almost as hot as it is in Sheffield today with all this wonderful weather. And so that was the end of him. As for the 250 people who tried to offer incense, they were all consumed by a heavenly fire, and that was the end of that. People reacted badly to that. They said, look, this offering of incense is a bad idea. Das Navinim have died, not of an Avir, two sons of Aaron died as a result of it. Now we've lost 250 people in the tribes of Reuben. This is, we don't like this. So the Almighty, a plague broke out, and Moses sends Aaron to go and offer up the incense to save the people, which he does, and the plague stops. Moses said, you see, it's not the incense that kills people, it's you. If you do the right thing, you live. If you don't, Then, to avoid any further suspicion, they devised a test. Each tribe was to present a stick, including the tribe of the Levites from which Aaron came. This stick was to be placed in front of the ark. The next morning, all the sticks, they were sticks. They went in as sticks, they came out as sticks, except for the stick of Aaron, which had blossomed into almonds. Almonds apparently flower very quickly, but this was miraculous. Each tribe was given their stick in return, and the tribe of Aaron had this stick with the almonds, and this stick stayed there in the tabernacle for as long as the tabernacle was aware, as proof that it is indeed the tribe of Levi and Aaron as the head, who is the one that is supposed to be the person doing the sacrificial offerings or the service in the tabernacle. That's the first part, a major part of the story of Korach of this week's Sedra. What follows are two further portions. One is about, it's really, you can put it all as one portion. It basically goes into the 24 different gifts that had to go to the Kohanim in biblical days as, if you like, in return for the fact that they did not have a job and they worked in the tabernacle, they worked in the temple. So therefore they received bread, they received fruit and vegetables, and so on. All of these things were given to them as gifts. That is the Sedra in a nutshell for tomorrow. The yard sites for this week are as follows. Eliok, if I have that list, please. Tomorrow, Shabbat, Sandra Gittelson has yacht site for her sister, whose name is Chaya Gittelbas Rabbi Yisrael HaLevi. On Monday, Lawrence Schweitzer and Stuart Schweitzer have yacht site for their mother, Sheila, the Sarah Bas Abraham. On Tuesday, Morris Mann has yacht site for his brother, Michal Chaim Ben Shneir. And on Wednesday, Judith Burkhart has yacht site for her father, Eliyahu Ben Moshe Yosef HaLevi. Gerald Benjamin has yacht site for his father, Yaakov Ben Chaim. On Thursday, Melvin Ballin has yacht site for his father, Abigdali Ben Yeshua. And on Friday, Gavin Swerdloff has yacht site for his grandmother, Sarah Gittel Bas Moshe. Wish everybody a little Shalom Shonim Teves. By way of news, the chief rabbi has indicated that shortly we will be given the go-ahead to open up shuls. I'm sure you heard. The synagogue committee has met already to discuss how this can be done in a way which guarantees the safety of people that will come there. More details will follow in future weeks, in Mitzvah Hashem. A little thought, if I may. Shkedim, the almonds which I mentioned earlier. Why did the stick of Aaron blossom into almonds? Because almonds flower very rapidly, so says the Talmud. There's a hint there to the entire concept of a blessing. When the Kohanim spread their hands and they give us a priestly blessing, what are they doing? The blessing for the year was already given to us on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So what is achieved by the Kohanim giving us a blessing periodically throughout the year? You're not going to get anything that was already decreed for you. At the beginning of the year, on Rosh Hashanah, it was written, and on Yom Kippur was signed and sealed. Isn't that not what we say? Rosh Hashanah Yikasevim, or Yom Tovim Kippur Yikasevim. Is the answer, say the Hasidic teachers, that yes, you may have been given a blessing at the beginning of the year, but sometimes we do things that obstruct that blessing from getting to us. It's like sending out a letter. You may send it out, but it doesn't always arrive at the destination. One of the things that stops it is because there are judgments issued against a person. Should we let this blessing through from heaven 7 to heaven 6, from heaven 6 to heaven 5, and so on till it reaches this world? Should we let them through? Because this person is guilty of this, that, and the other. And so sometimes the blessing gets a little bit restricted. So this is the power of the priestly blessings, that the bracha should come at great speed, and there's no time to stop at the stations. It's a direct train. And this concept of speed is represented by the almonds that manage to blossom very, very quickly. So the Kohanim take the bracha that we've been given at the beginning of the year, and they make sure that it comes down at great speed so that it gets to us without being impeded in some way, without being tarnished or restricted or reduced in the course of its descent from a heavenly blessing on high to physical material blessings down in this world. And that's what we could all do with. We could all do with blessings that come at great speed, that they don't get reduced in any way, in all of our lives, in all of our shuls, in all of our homes, which are also shuls. And please God, we can have the greatest blessing, which is Mashiach shall come, and he shall come very quickly. Wishing you all a very good Shabbos.